COVID-19. Thanks to technology, it's possible, but a lot of us are discovering it can be a pain, literally. Body and posture expert Dr. Liza Agboga joins us now with the right way you should be setting up your space and to take the pressure off your back. Dr. Liza, hi, good morning, nice to see you.
Good morning.
All right, let's get right into it. What's a good setup look like for if we're going to be working at a computer, which is probably the case for most people?
Absolutely. So the first thing is choosing where you put your computer. And for most people, it'll be a laptop that they're working from. So the thing you want to use, either if you have a desk, that's great. But if not, a dining room table works great. What you want to avoid is working on a countertop because that will often leave you hunched over. You don't want to work on a couch because if you work on a couch, you're going to slouch. And you most definitely do not want to work on your bed because there's no way to work on your bed and have good posture.
Okay.
So that's the first step. So where you put your computer.
Yeah.
Next is where you're sitting. So if ideally a dining room chair or a chair that you don't sink into with a hard back is great. And you want to make sure that you're actually sitting up right up against the chair so that you're using that as support. And you want to be nice and close to your computer so that you can rest your forearms while you type. But now, if you can see that if I was to type like this on my computer, I would end up looking down and slouching over.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is you actually want to raise it up as close to eye level as possible while still being able to rest your forearms on the table. So I like to use one of my textbooks. So I'll take a textbook up. So it's about, an inch to 2 inches thick. And then I can still reach the computer and type, but the screen is higher. And if you tilt the screen back a little bit, you're going to end up not looking down as much.
Okay. What happens to our body if we don't do all of these tips you're offering us? If we are slouching on the couch, what are we doing to our body?
So if you end up slouching over like this, especially throughout the day, you're putting a lot of strain on your back, especially your lower spine, because it ends up being flexed over, and you have these things called discs in between each layer of your spine that are nice and cushiony. The problem is, if there's too much pressure on those discs from slouching over, you can end up pinching a nerve, you can end up with muscle spasms, you can end up with joint inflammation.
Yeah.
And since right now, you can't go to your therapist, you can't get any hands-on therapy to treat your condition because of the lockdown. So you really need to make sure that you are keeping good posture and also that you're getting up and moving.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about what we do if we've already been 4 weeks in with bad posture, sitting at the counter table like this. I mean, people are probably already walking around feeling like this and pain and back. So do you have any advice for, since we can't go to see that therapist, what we can do for our bodies right now?
Well, one of the best things you can do is to stretch throughout the day. So one of my favorite stretches, especially when you're sitting at a desk or at your chair, is to wrap your arms and interlock your fingers behind your chair and then use that to reach forward. So this is a really great chest opener. It helps to open up the chest, take some strain off of your back, and then, you know what, every so often, because you spent so much time looking down, you can just lean back in your chair and look up to the ceiling.
Yeah.
And that helps counteract some of that forward pressure. And even giving yourself a little massage, so like taking your fingers, grabbing your shoulders, and giving yourself a massage throughout the day really helps to reduce any neck pain that you might have or shoulder pain. And really the key is getting up and moving. Because when we're at home, sometimes we're tempted to actually spend more time at the desk. And I find a lot of reports from patients that they're actually spending more time working, which is what we don't want.
Right. We've got to find that balance. Maybe since we're all home, someone in the home can maybe even give you a little massage as well. Dr. Liza, right? I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine. We massage each other, and then we're all good, taking care of each other, and set up those workspaces better. Thank you, Dr. Liza. Always appreciate your advice.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye. Stay safe.